So I came out to my thinking spot, and I was thinking about what has happened in my life to get me to this point. And I don't know about you, but I think back to the people who made me, the people who brought me along the journey, the people who spent time with me, mentoring me, the people who broke me at times and fixed me at other times. I was thinking back to my parents. My mom, she was a pretty loud personality. She always had something to say, sometimes before she thought. She always was there to give her 2 cents. She also was a very deeply caring person, very generous, very kind, always looked out for other people in need. So there's those components of her life that have translated into mine. There's my dad, who spent most of his life working for other people, spent most of his time working for the man, as you would say. And I don't know that he ever really enjoyed that. There was one part of his life he was a farmer on his own land with freedom. But with great freedom came great responsibility. And then he started working for the man, and things kind of changed for him. And then shortly after he stopped working for the man, he passed away. Left a lot of questions in my mind. What is valuable? What is important? What's worth doing? So those two were the main voices in my life, but I had others. I had some great uncles, not because they were old, but because they were great, who spent time telling me about different adventures I could have. My Uncle Mike was the first guy to throw me in the deep end of a pool, even though I hated it at first. It made me into a swimmer. There was my Uncle Pete, who was just an adventurous guy too, and fell off a mountain in Europe and survived. And so I got to learn from his crazy adventures. He taught me how to go after caring for people. So it's just like a few different people in my life that have made major differences. There have been others. There have been one of my closest cousins who used to pick on me all the time, ended up being one of my favorite people in this life. Always creating, making more. His father, my Uncle Bill, was this guy who made, if he didn't see it and he needed something done, he made it. And that's just the type of guy he was. These are the people who made me. And then they set me free to go do life adventures. So just coming out here today to raise the question, who am I? Where do I come from? What makes me me? And as business owners, we have to decide, who are we going to be? What are we going to represent? What is our brand? What is our focus? Who are we? And as a business and a business owner, you have to decide, who are you? What do you mean to this world? Where's the meaning in your life? And so I would say that's the place to start. And if you haven't truly asked that question lately, of who are you, then you should probably pull over. You should probably put the pen down. You should probably stop working on your computer. You should probably get outside to a quiet place. You should probably get away from the office. You should probably go for a drive. You should find a place where you find peace and quiet. And you should think for a bit to discover, who are you? Because a lot of us just have something and we plug along and we do it all day long and day in and day out, and we never pull over to think, who is this person that I've become? what is this thing that I have? But mostly, like, who are we? If you can't answer that, you probably can't lead others very well. If you can't answer that, then you probably don't know where you're going. If you can't answer that, then there's trouble ahead, if there isn't already. So, as we sit here and we ponder these things, I just want you to think about, who are you? Who are we? Who am I? And if I don't know, where do I go to find that out? It's probably right inside of you, but you probably need to look and listen and be self-aware. And I think you'll go further, you'll go faster, and you'll be better for it if you pull over and ask the question, who are you?